Hey guys, John Bergsman here. Welcome to Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan. Stay tuned for an awesome smallmouth bass show here on the St. Mary's River. That's crazy.
They're a little aggressive.
That fish was aggressive. He hit me 3 times. That's a chunk.
Ooh. Nice
Show
job.
that one off, Chad, and talk about this fishery you basically figured out here at Sault Ste. Marie.
Well, what we found out, it took me about 100 hours to find loquet fish.
Right.
Once you find them, there's a lot of them.
Oh,
so it really is just about spending time out on the water, finding key areas. I've been fishing out here a lot in August and then into September. And you can have 100 fish days. And
Look at the belly on that thing. I mean,
they are just, every fish is like a ½ pound more than what you think up here.
Exactly.
It is my favorite place to fish in the world. So
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Boy, you can't fool me, you little sucker. I'm telling you guys, as I reel this fish in, I cannot overemphasize, you just don't sit and reel. I killed it, and the second I killed it, tick. I mean, he wanted it and wanted it right that way. Oh, that's a beauty.
he was going nowhere. You could have dragged him back to Grand Rapids.
But you can see the way that he hit that. He completely engulfed that 375. So that's my setup, a ½ ounce squadron jig head, just a lead head. Now I realize they make them in white color. I don't know, call me old fashioned, but I really like the lead color better than the white, typically, because it gives a little contrast shine. And then we're just using a 375, just a swimming jig head. At the end of the show, we'll show you the exact color. It's a little too early to tell you exactly if this is going to be the only color for the day. But right now, it looks like they're wanting that lighter color. Yeah, there's another one. I think Chad's found the spot. I'd cast there if I could, but I can't.
You want to move up on her?
No, no. I want you to sit there and cast, and I'm going to tie a drop shot on him. I'm not silly.
Thought he'd give us a little bit of a show. It's a little bit better fish.
Oh, better fish. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, they love seeing the boat.
Yeah, they love the spot lock trolling motor where you can't take it off or you'll lose your spot. There we go. Good job, Chad. Show that in the sunlight. I love how that's right in the corner of the mouth.
Yep. I think these guys, there's so many fish down here, they're just fighting for it.
I hate it when they do that.
It's just ridiculous. These little hooks too, all you have to do is lean back on them. You don't have to swing for the fences like I do when I'm flipping and stuff. It gets in there.
We've been casting. Now what we've got is just you can see the channel right here cutting through here. So you got a deep water channel, you got a weed bed out in front of you. So we've just got a natural drop off. You can see it right here on the Garmin. The white represents the deep water channel. Of course, the blue is right here in front of the boat. And we're just casting up onto the break and basically tumbling it down the break. And this just happened to be one of those spots that Chad identified through pre-fishing up here for the local Michigan tournament club that he's a part of. Now, structures like this are all over the St. Mary's River system. I mean, there is bays everywhere, right,
everywhere.
Chad? And you've got these drop-offs, and really all you're looking for is hard bottom in close proximity to deep water.
Correct. Absolutely. Need that deep water.
If you find that situation, you just start casting. Now, today we're having a straight north wind, which is completely different than the south wind Chad's been fishing with. So we're having to try to chunk up into the wind because it just happens that the structure, we can't set up on the upside of this. We could, but we'd probably blow the fish if we tried to. So today it's just going to be low, hard casts into the wind, like that.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Angler QWEST, built with purpose. Traxstech, the ultimate fishing system. Strike King, tie one on. Garmin.
Make loading and unloading your boat easy with the Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch. Load with ease, simply drive on the trailer and the Drotto will automatically latch to your bow eye. A hard plastic liner protects your boat. For launching, back your boat in, pull the release lever and away you go. For roller or bunk trailers, the Drotto is quick and easy to install and works with most V-hull boats. Spend less time at the landing and more time fishing. The Drotto Catch and Release Automatic Boat Latch, online at DrottoProducts.com.
Well, there we go. I hear noise, Chad. Keep it away from the trolling motor. Keep it away from the.
There we go. That's a better
there's
fish.
a better fish.
That's what lives here.
That's what lives in Sault Ste. Marie. I'll tell you what, Chad. While you fight this fish in, this may be one of the best fisheries in North America that people don't know
That no one knows about. Yep.
Exactly. That's what I would say about the Sioux. You could argue.
Yeah, that's a 3.5 pound fish.
Exactly. That these fish show that in the light.
I mean, if I came out here and I was the only person, I could probably catch 200 or 300 fish a day out here, and they're all just healthy, stuffed, loaded.
Get him.
That one doesn't feel very big yet.
Oh, I had a tip too.
Yeah, just a little guy. Oh, he just puked up minnows.
Yep.
Shocking, they're white.
Yeah.
One thing I like about drop shot fishing is I'll swing and miss, and sometimes just on that slack line when I let it go to the bottom, I'll usually catch them, especially here where the fish aren't beat on as much.
Yeah, that's the other thing, Chad, too, about fishing deep water spots with drop shots is you get away from the pressure, right?
Yes. That's why I really, when I go fish tournaments, rather than throwing at a log or some that everybody's thrown at for a week straight, I like finding fish that have not been harassed. And I kind of feel like it's chasing a unicorn a little bit. But then in times like this, you find them.
Yeah. You know, Chad, you really couldn't fish this way in a current situation, spot on spot, without it.
I would, especially when the wind gets up to 20 miles an hour. The tournaments I've won out here, the wind's been blowing about 20 miles an hour. I won the tournament because of spot lock.
Exactly.
I would not have caught one fish. Now, I wouldn't even landed one fish if I didn't have spot lock.
Because of the concentration. You spend all your time concentrating on boat control and everything else versus now the Garmin takes that all off of you. And when this thing is so quiet, number one, you can't even hear it run. Number two, it's got the most efficient situation going, which is the brushless lower unit. And so it sips energy. I mean, as you see, we're facing a wind, we're facing the current, and we're still only pulling 2 bars off of our batteries right now and able to hold. When you throw that in conjunction with a good front unit that you could have side view if you wanted it, I don't particularly like it when I'm just spot locked. I like to just see what's below the boat, because when you're drop shotting, a lot of times you'll see that big mark show up below the boat. Boom, you can drop right on it and catch that fish.
Yeah.
But right now, the technology that Garmin has involved with whether you're using the 93 SV or the Ultra unit like I have on the console in conjunction with your Garmin force trolling motor, absolutely lights out. Makes you a way more effective fisherman, and it makes fishing more enjoyable.
Well, and when you find a spot like this on open water, if you don't have spot lock and you're in the wind, I'll be 300 yards down before I cull a fish.
Exactly.
So I spend 20 minutes trying to relocate my area. With spot lock, I have 1 or 2 more fish in the box.
Exactly.
It's an absolute, it's the...
And you may not ever really relocate the area.
That's correct.
problem.
To get the right cast, because here, you can catch fish on the same exact cast.
Right. And so if you're able to hold in that same exact spot, you can sit there and go 1 fish, 2 fish, 3 fish, 4 fish, and never leave that situation. That's effective fishing.
There is not a bigger invention that's been made that transformed fishing like this since GPS as spot lock. If you don't have a spot lock trolling motor,
you haven't experienced effective, efficient fishing.
and you're that much, you know, if you're a tournament guy, you're that much further behind the next guy that has it, you know, and when you're out here, do you want to catch 5 fish or you want to catch 20?
Exactly.
It's a tool to help you catch more fish.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Kraft, the toughest built aluminum boats, bar none. Dreamweaver, home of the revolutionary Spin Doctor. Lose, feel the difference. WavePro, best ride on the water.
WavePro high-performance boat pedestals eliminate bottoming out and back-jarring impacts. Now available the 2.0 version and slider seat hubs. The best in air shock technology provides a controlled return to keep you on your seat. Fast and easy to install with permanent mounts or movable hubs for quick and easy seat placement in 10 to 16-inch models. WavePro, high-performance boat pedestals, best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.
As I kind of go through here, I'm just looking for irregularities on the bottom. We're basically on a big sand flat, and I'm looking for something that's a little bit different.
Like maybe clams or rocks?
So you can already see right here, this little section right here is starting to have little holes in it, what look like little holes. You got it going all the way across the whole entire channel, and we've got a shell bed right here. Almost looks like you're looking at the moon through a telescope. And we've got miles and miles of just sandy bottom, and these little dots are where the fish will congregate. You got one big obstruction right there, and then as we kind of go past this, you'll notice that there's nothing. I'm back to sand. And so
without side view, Chad, you could not see that, correct?
You would not, and I'll tell you exactly what it is. I did not have side view on my previous graphing system. It took me over 100 hours to accidentally find this spot. And now I can find that if I run this channel in an hour and a half, I can go 3 miles and I can find all of that stuff. And as you'll see now, we're back into just sand.
So as you go through it, you just hit your waypoint mark button,
Yep.
mark button, mark button.
So I would just go through this whole entire channel, all through the Ste. Marie River or wherever I'm fishing, and I'll mark those irregularities, and then I'll go back and see if I can catch some fish on them. But anything in these big sand flats that you can do, that you can find some irregularity, is probably going to hold fish.
Well, that's an awesome time-saving feature.
It would have taken 100 hours of actually fishing out here and driving around, and I could have shrunk it into 3 hours if I would have had side imaging. There's a chance that that fish has never seen a lure before.
Oh
so.
yeah, deep water, channel fishing, Z2s, and I mean this is a big fish. Oh yeah.
Oh, I see color. Nice job.
Yeah, show
Another
them,
one
Chad.
over 3 pounds. They're just, and when you grab them, they're just like they're heavy in their throat even.
Oh yeah. I tell you what,
Well, he wasn't coming off.
that color's awesome, Chad.
You just see how loaded they are, how big their bellies are. And obviously that's a good quality fish.
Turn it sideways. There we go. That's an awesome fish, Chad. That's awesome.
Nice work, John.
Doubled up.
Doubled up.
I love drop shotting. Chad said I'd get addicted. I'm addicted.
Yep.
I'm officially addicted. I can't.
This is a good one.
It's a good one. I can't cast. You can't get them up. When you get on these deep water clam spots, Chad, you can be one after the other, isn't it?
Oh yeah, you can. I literally, when I fished the state championship, I caught a fish on every single cast.
Oh, that's crazy.
And so I'm just sorting through so many fish. This should be a pig.
Oh yeah. We like pigs. Whoever said that fishermen didn't like pork? We like pork. I tell you what, guys, if you're watching this show and you're wondering if you should use a Z2 or something bigger like that for drop shotting, the answer is absolutely, because fish size is what happened. Oh my goodness, this is like the one I lost, but Chad's not gonna lose it. Oh my goodness.
What a beautiful fish. Yes, that's more like it.
Oh my gosh, talk about it.
He choked it. See that?
And that's a 23-foot fish, you know? Fish is in deep water. Oh, that is just a real one.
Fisherman's Digest is brought to you by Offshore Tackle Products, Flo-Fast, world's leading portable fluid transfer system, Drotto, catch and release boat system.
We all want to keep moving, and we all need fuel to do it. Now, with the revolutionary Flo-Fast system, you can fuel up and keep moving from literally anywhere. Flo-Fast will pump or siphon an amazing 8 gallons per minute, so you can get back to what you do best. To find out more about Flo-Fast, go to flofast.com. Flo-Fast. Fuel up. Keep moving.
Drop back fishing. This is a better fish. You see that, Chad?
I did see it.
What I'm doing, guys, is we're in current, big time. You can see it rolling by the back. So I said, maybe we should just drop back fish. That's an old walleye tactic. Just what that is lifting up your rig, letting the current blow it down a foot or two, and then just going ahead and lifting it back up. And it's called drop backing because you let the current just take you away. And the clam bed is up there, and if I try to reel at myself, the current's too strong, I lose contact with the bottom, right? But drop back fishing, you don't lose.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah, you can hardly jump. You can hardly jump. That's when you like them. I had one this morning I lost that could hardly jump. In fact, he couldn't jump.
Look at that slob.
Look at this.
Look at that slob.
That's
Oh,
one.
there's
Hand me that thing. That right there. Oh,
Look at the belly on him.
look at that Z2. Just stuck right there in the corner of the mouth. Exactly where you want it.
Pretty sure Strike King owes you a raise.
Pretty sure Strike King owes me some more Z2s. I'm gonna be out of them. But again, guys, we're drop shotting. We've talked about it all morning. That is a big profile drop shot for big profile fish. Show you this. Look at that. So hey, talking about how Chad and I fish today, well, Chad keeps fishing in the background. I used the 0Z2, and this was the ice color, and it's just a really good shad smelt imitating bait. Used it on a drop shot, about 15 to 20 inch dropper, and then straight to about a 4-foot fluorocarbon leader, and then on to 20-pound Strike King tour grade braid. I think that 20-pound braid is a real deal because what it allows you to do is to be able to really feel the bites when it's a long cast. You know, we're snapping and popping this bait real aggressively, not traditional fishing. Now our second bait that I threw a lot of today and had really good success was a 375 on a 1/2 ounce squadron jig head. Same basic colors of white with a little bit of clear with silver flake. Again, really good shad smelt imitating bait. And we were throwing this, but I was really working it deep. So I was trying to throw it up in maybe 10 feet of water when I saw these discoloration breaks, and then working it down the break into the channel. And we saw a lot of fish really arced in right at the base of the roll on the channel edge. And so I thought by slowing this presentation down and literally letting the initial cast sink to the bottom, a couple times I got a hit right there on the initial sink, and then popping it 2-3 cranks, kill it. And I mean, I was killing it every 2 or 3 cranks because of the steepness of the slope, and then letting it fall tight line, not pulling, just crank, 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 stop, and letting it fall tight line. And boy, you would really feel the tick, and you could lay back into them, catch a lot of fish. So if you're looking for some really cool presentations that you may not have tried, try a Z2, a big old Z2 on your drop shot rig, and pop it slack line, and boy, those smallmouth will come up and hit it. Or try killing your swim bait a lot more frequently than you have in the past. That's really been something. I've done it with thunder crickets this fall. I've done it with the 375 swim bait. Killing it after 2 or 3 cranks has really been effective. Oh, they are all over that crazy edge. You just have to cast at it. Look at this thing.
He stays this side, I'll stay here. If he comes over by you, I'll...
Oh,
Nice
show
fish.
that off, Chad.
Nice
That
fish.
is.
Oh, and he
Where
choked it
is
too.
that? Where is that swim jig?
Look at, you can barely see the
Show that mouth right into the camera. That is crazy. Look at that. All day long. Hey, you know what? We're gonna keep fishing, but thanks to Chad Timmer, the guys from the Outdoorsman Pro Shop, that he owns that down in Jenison, Michigan. It's my home sports shop. I've been fishing there for, I mean, buying my stuff there for 30 years, since Grayson and Bill and the boys started it. But Sault Ste. Marie smallmouth bass, guys, you've got to experience it. We're not done for the day, but I'm going to close the show because we're just going to go fun fishing at this point in time. You get the idea. There's some fish here, and they'll bite conventional baits. I mean, a swim jig and a drop shot. May not be anything more conventional than that.
Closed captioning is brought to you by WavePro. Best ride on the water. Online at waveproshock.com.